Peekaboo. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Wow, 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 wow. Tidybricks is. Check it out. So I'm going to start this video from the entrance. This is our loading area. So this is where we're going to be putting all our spoil. So this is the house we're working on. This is for a mate of mine, Justin. He used to work for Travis Perkins years ago. Right, let's show you what we got to do. From here, a bit behind me was a new driveway I got to do. So I've got a new pathway there. Just chopped out a bit of fence so you get in and out. This is the garden. This is what we got to do. So everything you can see which has got concrete on it, paths and stuff, all it's going to be dug out. This squaring up some grass here we got to chop off, make the patio a bit bigger. That pathway in front of me, that's going. This section over here is going to be a barbecue and pizza oven area. Lush. Never built a pizza oven before. Should be fun. If you're doing this type of stuff, you got to get the equipment. Get the digger, get the dumper. What's appertaining? Digging done. Wow. Yeah, I didn't bother filming the digging. Who wants to see bloody diggers? Well, some people. Weirdos. Anyway, digging's done. Well, almost actually. I'm gonna dig. I've just decided I'm gonna dig a soakaway over there for the eco drains because I don't want to tap into that manhole because that's a pooey one. I don't want to tap into that. So we're going to do a soakaway. So let me give you a little look round. So that's that dug out. Brought you down here. Just started to spit with bloody rain. Path dug out there. My brother Richie's just loosening up a couple of stony bits. This bit's dug out as well. That's going to be, so plan of attack over here. Corner is going to be the pizza oven, coming like 45 degrees in. Then we're going to have a little preparation area over there for, chopping up your sausages and chopping up your veg and all that stuff. And then we're having a barbecue area over there. So that needs to be concrete because we're building on it, so that needs to be concrete. So, but at least it's dug out. And path behind me there, sorted. Yeah, good to go. We got a load of the Type 1 MOT out front already. Oh, I've just done the Mosier as well. What a tool that thing is. I'll go get it for you. Just in case some of you haven't seen it. Mosier. This is my go-to measuring tool. I've had it now about a year and a half, maybe, something like that. One of the best purchases I've bought. So let me give you a close look. This is the business end. This is where all the measurements are actually taken from. So I'm going around corner to corner, placing this into every corner I'm actually measuring, and you'll draw it up in a 3D design on the Mosier app as well. So everything's on screen as you're walking around and doing it. Some of the tips for using it is to keep it as level as possible whilst you're actually moving around. Try not to go up and down and stuff like that, then it's just going to confuse it. So keep it as level as possible, and no sudden twisting movements. You will have to turn it, but just slowly turn it. And obstacles as well. If you've got obstacles to walk around, that's absolutely fine. As long as it's flat, that's all you need to do. The rest of it, it'll all figure it out for you. There's so much more it does as well. Elevation and whatnot. It's over my pay grade to know everything about it. But I will be doing one coming up in the future where Mosier is actually going to come down and give you all the technical information. But this is me measuring out the job for a start. So let's get cracking and let's turn this bad boy on. Hold on. So my measurements are 93.51 linear meters, which is great because that's what the border is going to be around the property. And we have 85.71 meters square. So now I've got that calculation. Now I can figure out exactly how much type 1 MOT hardcore I need, or whatever material you might be using, and I've instantly got a calculation. So this has only taken me, say, 5 minutes to do. So now I can actually go into the customer. Now I know how many meters squared it is, 85. I can times that by my rate of the product we're actually using, and I can give the customer there and then price on how much the job's going to cost. Because what I used to do before was to go around, take a sketch, do a straw little sketch in my book, put measurements to the sketch, go back to the house, calculate it all out. Possibly I didn't do the sketch properly and I was a little, something might have gone wrong. And bring the customer up, tell them the price, and jobs done from there onwards. But the usual issue is when I'm pricing up jobs, say I price up 10 jobs, I only get 2. Those 8 jobs where I've had to go price up and I've had to do the calculation, write out the quote, send it to them, and they say no, it wastes my time. So if I can have a calculation there and then on the spot, it takes me 5 minutes, I can tell the customer how much it's going to cost, I'll instantly know if the customer is ready to take the job on or not. So absolutely fantastic tool. I'm so glad Mosier and myself are working together to try and promote it, because I know quite a lot of people don't actually have it yet. Great for landscapers, that's my profession. So for me, it's great. Other people, they'll find use for it as well. So there we go, job done. Now I know how much it is. I can say how much the price is going to be. Job's a good one. Thanks a lot, Mosier. Hope everybody has a great summer, especially if you purchase one of these. Quote Tidybricks. I'll put the link in the description below, and you get off if you buy yourself one. So enjoy the summer. Speak to you all soon. Tidy. And as I was explaining in the video, I went around the perimeter of the job so I can figure out my type 1 MOT. It was what was it, 85 85 meters squared. So what I'll do now, I'll show you that on screen. I'll show you the app I use. It's called Source for Me. Brilliant app. So what I'll do, I'll put it on screen in the corner now. Somewhere, hang on, I'll put it about there. I'll type in 85 by 1 by 100 mil. Voila! And that should be the amount of hardcore I need. Great tool. So great tool for the app measuring out, and another great tool then for calculating exactly what materials you need. So yeah, I think it's 85 meters squared, which calculates out, I'm guessing, because I haven't done it there and then, it's 15 tons or 16 tons, something like that. Well, anyway, it's dug out. MOT's the end of my finger. Can't grab it though. We're going to sling that in here. We've got to make a little ramp here first so we can drive in. We're only putting half of her in today. Level it all out, compact it, and then we'll top it up then Monday, because I think I might need another 5 or 6 tons or something. So we got the majority in now anyway, which I like to call prettyifying. That's my name for, as it's Friday, customers don't want to see all messy, so we're going to prettyitize it by putting the type 1 in. Made up word, I know, but I like it. This is a soak away, which we're going to put over here. I didn't want to tap into that because that's the poo one. So we're going to put a soak away into there so it's nice and clean. And the drainage is going to come from this end over here, nice and straight to this point. Put the soak away into there, connect it up to some pipes, drainage solution solved. So we'll install that now and then I'll come back to you. So we got the drainage in yesterday, that's good. We got the drainage sorted there, and yeah, I'm just spreading a bit of stone dust on top. It's just easier to fine tune. Drainage set, steel's in. Let's pour the concrete. So before I get too carried away with this footing, let me show you what we're doing. So pizza oven in the corner, bit of a chopping area above there, and then this side here we're having a barbecue. So we've got 6 inches of concrete with rebar for reinforcement. Get that in, let it go off, and then we're almost ready to go. Lush, can't wait. Never done it before, so it's gonna be fun, with a capital fun. So today's the day we're gonna start sticking them in. All prepped. Popped in yesterday just to lift up a couple of levels, just get everything tickety-boo, as they say. Yeah, finished off with a bit of stone dust. Lightly hosed it down, whacker plate on top. Whacker. Solid. So, we've got our Marshall's delivery here. In here is 4 packs of Towngate Grey Multi. We're using a project pack size, there's all different shapes. 3 packets of project packs, 1 packet is all the same, 1 packet which is all the same in 900s. That's going to go in there behind me, and another path over there. So, all right, I'm going to spin around and show you what we've been doing with the first packet this morning. Checking marbling we have been. That's what we've been doing, but we've been checking marbling, haven't we? So this is 1 full pack. So what we've been doing, we've been picking them up, putting them down, stick the hose pipe on it, and just seeing what they look like underneath, seeing what the patterns look like. Because we don't want to end up having lots of plain ones going in, then lots of marbling ones going in. So every single one we took out this morning, we've hosed it down just to check to see what the patination is like. Our starting point is going to be in that corner. There has been a slight change to this project. This wall there is about 4 inches out of plumb. If we don't do something about it, then where I'm squaring this up to, going up there, that gap on the right hand side is going to be in out like a duck's dinner. So we decided we're going to take that down. Take it down, rebuild it, and I can get my tile right into the corner. Otherwise all this is above ground level. That'll all be on show all the time and it just make it look crap. So we're going to start here. We're going to go for 2 rows. Ooh, look at that. Coffee. Good man. Cheers, Just. We're going to go for 2 rows down there today. And yeah, see how it goes. But first of all, let's drink the coffee. Cheers, Just. Good man. Right, so we're about to start laying. So Marshalls didn't send me any primer for this job. So I've contacted Tyler's Tools and we're using their primer and their leveling kit as well. So the leveling kit comes in a bucket. You got your clips to go on the top. You got 5mm spacers. Then you got the clips then which attach to the tile. So yeah, cheers Tyler's Tools. Thanks for sending those over. We shall start using them now. So we're going to start from this point and we're going to work our way up. Normally I would start laying from the house this way, but we're not. We're actually going to start laying the tiles here that way because we know that's what we have to aim for. So as long as from this point to there it's slightly raised and this point here is slightly raised there. So all the water will come straight down the middle into this little hole, into there, soak away, hence the name, soak away. So the pattern we're going to be doing on this, we have project pack, sorry. So we got 600 by 600s, 300 by 300s, 300 by 600s, and under there we got 600 by 900s. So yeah, we've wet them down already, so we know what the marbling looks like on the majority of them. We're going to be running them in rows. So that's going to be the style for this project. We started her off, so we got the idea of what we're doing. I've just put a dead man down that end. Didn't prime that one because that one will have to be lifted. So we got the Aco to follow for the line, and we've also got the string lines. So prime up the tiles. Priming, so important. If you don't prime it, it just won't stick. And for the primer to work properly, it's got to be a wet mix. You got wet mix there, you got primer on there, the two of them will sandwich together and it'll just bond really nicely. I'm going to have to stop doing time-lapse. My normal Brino time-lapse is playing up. Don't know what's wrong with it. It's gone all picked up, as they say. Oh. Right, so, yeah, this battery's almost out as well, so I can't do any more filming today. You'll have to wait till Monday. Thursday today. Tomorrow I'm off to the Nationals, Marshalls in Cheshire. So we're going to have a round of golf first. And we're on the lash then all day tomorrow, so there's always some noisy bugger about, isn't there? Well, anyway, yeah, no more filming today. Back on the patio today after Marshall's event. So, yeah, absolutely brilliant event. I really enjoyed myself. I didn't pick up anything, but I knew that. But I got to put a shout out to all the people who said they knew me and watched my YouTube channel. Much appreciated. I was in a bit of awe, actually, that all you guys are watching me. There's so many people come up to me. Tidybricks, yeah, love your channel, great. Yeah, really, bit of inspiration. So much appreciated for that, everybody. Right, hope you enjoyed the. Next time you see me, we'll be back on this patio. Tidy. Another day, another dollar. So what are we going to plan on today? We're going to get this path in behind me. We got the edgings in, they're all concreted in nicely. I put the front tiles in there for the step yesterday. So we got some marble steps. I'll swing the camera around in a bit and show you those. Yeah, so we're going to start off with a corner piece here, run a couple of straight ones, set my peg up in the middle, pull a string line, mega tight, straight down the end. Water's running that way, so less water coming this way. Time to rock and roll. And one of the other tips as well, when you're trying to cut your porcelain or your tiles, make sure you got a proper tool for it. We've currently got a porcelain blade on here at the moment. Now we're swapping it over for a stone blade sent from Tyler's Tools. Camera setup, my time-lapse camera is buggered. That is absolutely never going to be working again, so I got my spare iPhone. Right, I'm going to prime the concrete block there first, take some cement on it, prime the step. Yeah, we've got these nice stone ocean marble. It's a bit of grey and it's a bit of black, which is good because we're using grey and a bit of black. Right, prime the block, bit of cement on it, prime the step, whack it down. As soon as that's in, fa-chow, get him in, lad.
Hey you, I saw you from the distance. Hey you, can we talk? Hey you, I think you're my subsistence. Hey you, or am I wrong? And now, you know, I lose my own sight. My love is out of my mind. And you, I'm not more than a dream. So wait, yeah, wait, can you even hold me? Hey, oh, hey. Baby, you are not more than a dream. Hey, you want it. Hey, you, we could be more. Hey, you, honest. Yeah, it's true. It's true. You're all I want. You're all I want. I lose my own sight. It's out of my mind. I'm more than a dream. Even hold me. I'm wondering slowly that you are not more than a dream. Hey, you want it. Hey, you, we could be more. Hey, you, honest. Yeah, it's true, you're all I want.
Testing testicles, testing testicles. Whooshing. Not bad for an old fella, eh? Ha ha. Oh, I tell you what, that friggin' nearly killed me. All good. Do have a couple of issues. The tolerance of plus or minus 5 mil has been driving me insane, but that's why you get with stone. Porcelain's always the same size. So you get a plus or minus tolerance of 5 mil. And because it's a set size, some side pieces along there and along that side there, it's a bit meh. So can't do anything about that. That's just that's the nature of the beast. So we let it go off, kick all the clips off tomorrow, and I'll run string lines down it, and just like some corners just need excuse me, 3mm, 2mm, 4mm, all that type of malarkey. So I do have to have some trimming. But yeah, natural products, you do always have a tolerance of plus or minus 5mm. So that's bit me in the behind, but sortable, manageable. All right, it's the end of the day. I'm buggering off home. So pathing yesterday. Now we've got to remove the vite clips. So I just remove them by kicking them that direction. So on, so on, and so on. When you finish with the clips, just unscrew the red bit from the plastic, throw away the piece in the middle, keep the red top, use it again. So the other tip is as well, when you're actually laying your tiles, get the cement as level as possible before you start, because that'll just make it so much easier, not so much banging about. If you've got a big trowel like this, try use something like this as well. You can see and get it all nice and flat in one go. I've got my string line here, so I know my height there, and I know my height for this tile. So we get this nice and level. Any little low patches, put another bit of cement in it. Tap it there. Right, that looks good to go. So there are little devices you can buy as well to help. I've got these vite clips. You're not 100% necessary, but little things do actually come in handy. So I'll tuck that under there. I can't tuck one under there because that one's already from yesterday. So, right. Now this is in. Now what we need to do on the sides here, we need to pull some cement away so it doesn't go up the joint. When it's pulled away, then give it the wiggles, I like to say. And that just lifts it a little bit, makes it easier to tap down. So when this part is now prepared, over here we got a tile with a primer on it. Come and have a look at the primer. Primer is so necessary. The reason because of it, you think that now, that's got cement, wet cement all over it. The cement mix we're using wet, so obviously the two of them together are going to glue better. If you don't put a primer on the back of it, there's a hell of a lot less chance it's actually going to bind properly. So make sure you prime it first. To make life easier as well, when you're laying, you got something like this, a grabbo, you don't have help. I'll show you. So now I can pick it up with one hand, and I don't have to bend down as far to actually lay the tile. That actually saved me from going right down here. A little bit better on the back line here, one-handed, smash in. So that is the tip on laying tiles. If you keep that going, job's good. Everything should be fine from there on. Yeah, cool. That's that tip done. We're going to take down this wall, mostly because I can't really follow what's going on at the bottom. Because eventually when this wall does fall down, because it's already leaning about 6 inches that way, if we don't do it now, we can't get the bottom straight. If we can't get the bottom straight, then we can't get the tile straight. So, off with its head. Testing. And also, we got on the tools coming down at 10 o'clock to do some filming. Gonna be a movie star, gonna be a movie star. Yeah, radio. Yeah, they're coming at 10 o'clock to do some landscaping stuff. So who else to come to but Tidybricks? Happy days. So that big wall we were doing earlier, that's pretty much gone. So we're gonna take it down to ground level now As soon as it's down to ground level, we can inspect the foundations, see what the foundations are like. But the wall didn't have a crack up it, it was just leaning. If it had a crack up it, then that would have meant that the foundations have subsided, but they haven't subsided. And as long as we don't put any more weight on top of what was actually there, it should be fine. So yeah, we get the rest of this stuff now over there, give it a good brush up, check it all out, then we'll know then exactly what the foundations are like. But until then, yeah, it should be good. See what happens. Yeah, so the wall came down the other day. I've just come in now first thing this morning because we were rushed when we left. Remember I was saying about the foundations? Well, actually it doesn't have any. That's straight on top of earth. Let me wang the shovel in there. There was bricks on there not too long ago, and all I can see now is earth. Wow, I cannot believe that did not have any foundations. For a wall like that, no foundations at all. Back in the day, they always put loads of foundations in, plenty, but absolutely nothing. Built on earth. There was some posts there before. Actually, let me spin the camera around and show you where there was a fence before. Yeah, so this was the wall before. So they've got 2 courses of bricks, and that was the foundation. Absolutely nothing underneath it at all. We did just come across some old post holes, and there's one over here in this corner. So what it was before then, it was an old fence wall before. They got rid of that, and they just built the wall straight on top of flipping earth. That is shocking. There's a bit of concrete there, but I don't know what that's from. That's from something else. Oh, it's an absolute bloody shambles. We'll dig this out now to required depths. I've just been to Travis Perkins, got a load of all in. So dig it out and pour some proper concrete, and then you've got a proper wall. But that part of the wall, which we're actually not going to be touching, that's pretty plumb. That's not leaning, not as bad as this was. This was like 6 inches out of plumb. Even though we know that doesn't have any foundations, it is still pretty straight, and it's been there about 80 odd years, so it'll probably be there for some more years, God knows how many. But yeah, no foundations in that, so dilemma. So just been doing a bit of filming with On The Tools. We're doing a little bit of a little video this morning. That's all wrapped up. Now let's get back to the concrete. So foundations dug. There are concrete posts still in the ground. We got one there, another one there, one at the top. As it's just a wall, we're going to leave them in position. Like this one here. If I was to rip that out there now for the concrete, then it's going to disturb that post. So it's only a wall, so there's no point ripping that out. We'll leave it in, concrete round it. Right, let's get on with it, let's get it done. This job's taking too long. So concrete went in yesterday, put the bricks in as well. That's what we did with the bricks. We actually laid the first course on top of the concrete to bed them in really, really tight. I don't mind building the wall, I'm not filming it. I haven't got my time-lapse camera anymore, I can't do it. It would just be so fiddly. So I'm gonna come up with an idea of how I'm gonna film it, maybe, I don't know. Let's see what happens. Morning. Ooh. Tripped up. Not a good start, is it? So, let me go to there. So we got the wall in on Friday. That was cool. So now that's done. Now we got a true line along the bottom. Not like it was before. What it was before was crap. It was back and forth all over the shop. Because the dodgy foundations, as I soon found out. So we're going to start paving this today. So obviously it would be easier to start at the back and come forward. But then I might not get to that mark as good as I want. So what we'll have to do, we're going to do a couple of tiles along that side of the house, get up to the top, then come back round. So yeah, we're going to start here. Yeah, do some that way, then come back round and reverse round and blah, 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 yeah. Yada, yada, yada. We're going to lay some slabs.
It's been long enough. I can't wait for long enough. There ain't nothing better than better. There ain't nothing better than us. There ain't nothing better. There ain't nothing better than us. There ain't nothing better than There ain't nothing better than us. There ain't nothing better. There ain't nothing better than us. There ain't nothing better than
Oh God, cross joints. I hate cross joints. Let me spin the camera around. Let me show you the dilemma I'm in. Right, issue is cross joint. I don't like putting cross joints in. I hate it. Right, let me explain. I can't put a thin one in here because I'll have a cross joint there. I can't put a square in there because I'll have a cross joint there. I can't put a 3/4 in because I'll have a cross joint there.
There ain't nothing. There ain't nothing.
Actually, changed my mind. If I rip that one up and rip that one up and put a big one in, then I don't have my cross joint. All right, okay, let's rip it up. Let's start again. All because of a cross joint. Dilemma over. I lifted up that square and that offcut I had there, so I put a 3/4 in. So now I'll put a small cut in there. I'll cut that one. And then I don't have a straight joint, a cross joint even. Yeah, so the end one down the end, that's what I call a dead man, just to get my height. I don't prime it, because I know I'm going to have to lift it. So that didn't have any primer on it. If that did have any primer on it when I laid it, when I would have picked it up from there, I would have picked up loads of cement, and that thing would have been covered in cement. So that's the importance of the primer, because it just won't stick properly otherwise. Morning everybody. Right, I lost my voice a little bit today, but today I'm going to show you how to put a step in. And the steps we're going to be using are these. We're going to be using a marble step kit with curved edges. So, watch this space. So the first thing I did yesterday was to grind out the back so it snaps off easy. I knew it was a brick, so I trimmed off the brick.
and I cut down the perps so they snap out nice and easy. Okay, all prepared. Cut off right into the corners, trimmed off as close as I can get to that without touching the frame itself. Yeah, so right, let's set out my block work now so I can see the actual shape of it. So, got my string line sorted out now. For my finish height, I need to cut the tiles to. It does actually slope that way a bit. So I put the string line nice and level. So yeah, smaller cut here and just slightly gets a little bit bigger. So I'm going to measure each tile, each block individually, chop it, lay it, move on. Well, if you've got the machinery on site, you might as well use it. It says chop blocks, so choppity chop chops. So you'll have to excuse the lighting. It's bright out here and shaded by there. So we've got the block work in, cemented around the back of it. So what we need to do now, we need to prime the back of the tile, prime the back of the block, splat, put them in. So we've got 2 hole ones going there, 2 hole ones from that side, and we've got a cut in the middle. I got to take off about 100 mil. So let's start priming that up and show you how to do it. And yes, primer is exactly the perfect material to use. It's great for sticking anything. So now we got the front up. We're going to put the marble stone in next. So I want to put a drip. I want to put a drip underneath it. So that mark there's the edge of the tile. Oh, hang on. That mark there's the edge of the tile, so your pencil mark. There's another pencil mark there. And I cut a groove out of that, about 10 mil. So any water can just drip off down that, not down the face. Put the tile on it. That's the underside, because you can see some score marks on it maybe. So that's the underside. I set my parameter there for the top, so that's a centimetre groove that's cutting out. So I'll put that to the side, let it dry up, and I'll stick the other ones on and chop them buggers. So the next stage now I got that on, I've marked out centre. There's my centre. Then it's 560 10mm joint. 560 10mm joint. Yeah, normally it'd start from the edges, but I'm actually going to start from the middle and work out. It's full cement wet bed. These are all being disked already. Primer made up. So there's not much of a bed gun on here, so I'm going to prime that. Prime the back of the tile as well and stick them in. That was pretty cool, didn't it? So we're going to do the end ones now. So these do have a return curve, so I got to take a notch out of there and let it come past. So that's going to keep me busy for the next 20 minutes or so.
Run.
Well, there we go, ladies and gents. That's how you do a step. Lots of primer, cement, a good saw, and happy days. So, yeah, that looks cool. Any questions? Feel free to ask. Right, before I wrap this video up, I want to get rid of this stone. The colour just doesn't look right. It stands out way too much from the rest. Right, let's zip that out, then I can wrap this video up. Well, there we go. Yeah, bloody camera slipped down again, so you didn't really see that. But that is a good looking step. And by the way, that's marble from Marshall's. Something ocean. Does look cool, doesn't it? There you go. So I shall be jointing soon anyway. So I shall pressure wash everything and start jointing. Catch you later, people. Later. Well, that's it. Everything wrapped up. You probably didn't see this on the video. This is going to be on a separate video, so you'll have to watch a separate one for that. But otherwise, everything else I've been working on has actually finally come to the completion stage. Yeah, it's been a bit of a task, this one. Hasn't been the biggest of jobs, but I just put loads of attention to detail, as always. And it just cost me loads of time. Plus I'm getting old and knackered, so that doesn't help. All that round the side there.
the path behind me here. Stone looks great. Cooking area there looks brilliant. So yeah, you'll have to look for another separate video for that one. But I will be coming back to that after it's been rendered and stuff, to get the final check that video out type thing. And pathway down there. So that's it. I'm done. I gotta get a couple more things in the back of the van now. That's it. I'm out of here. And I'm also going away on holiday Monday. Or maybe Tuesday. I'm off to Tobago, all inclusive for 2 weeks, to take a chill pill and relax. So that's cool. I need to relax. I haven't had a holiday for 3 years, and that holiday was Everest Base Camp, and I really wasn't much of a holiday. That was just hard work. But yeah, all done and dusted. So hopefully you enjoyed everything. Nice little pond thing there going on, isn't it? So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Later.